Haha. All right, we are going to get started. I'm double checking lighting and stuff. It looks okay, to be honest. So we are going to be making essentially homemade nachos. And with homemade nachos, I'm going to be making the queso at home as well. We're going all out on this one. Um, Normally I cut a chunk of this cheese off. Actually, normally I don't use the sharp cheddar. I use medium cheddar, but I was at the store. It was on sale. We were out of cheese. Everything came together. So we're going to be using sharp cheddar, and I'm going to see how it turns out. But anyways, I've had this cooking here, so these should start melting. Oh, melting a little too well, if you ask me. Oh, right. You guys got to get in on the action. How we do this? You are my visuals. There we go. Man, it's interesting having only working off of cameras. Okay, let's see. I guess we'll even it out because I hate leaving the blocks of cheese like, all angled weird and stuff. I can't see right. Okay, there we go. But you need to see the, yeah, look at that. Ugh. Ugh. So here we go. So figure that out. Get you guys back on. Here we go. And then just got to put the sodium citrate on there. Essentially, this bad boy is used to prevent, it helps. Well, it's what they use in Velveeta to make it so creamy. Well, the other reason Velveeta is creamy is because it uses milk. I mentioned this in my broccoli video, but you can always watch Nile Red if you actually want to know the chemicalness behind it. It's an emulsifier. That's the word. Emulsifier. Perfect. I guess we'll warp you guys a little ahead. I don't know. We got so many ingredients. Like, I can't be talking for all of them, or it's going to take like 2 hours to do nachos. What time is it now? It's 5:40 right now, so we'll see what it ends up being after it's all said and done here. Oh, well, this is starting to not look like a lot of queso all of a sudden. Hold on now. Yeah, it'll be enough for our nachos. We'll deal with it. I don't want to overdo it. Anyways. Not exactly how... Is that really a cat hair? Oh, Luna. Can we get it? It looks like we got it. This is why I try not to be nice to my cat, but she knows how to make me do whatever she wants. I don't think that's enough milk. It looks like way too much milk, but I'm not gonna believe it. Okay. Anyways, we'll get you back when it's doing better. Okay, let's see where we are at, though, on this. It's getting too thick. Once it cools, we need more milk. That might be way too much, but I'd rather have creamier queso than thick queso after trying that stuff. And here I thought it might not be enough. Oh, how the fool has spoken too soon. I grabbed a bowl. I don't know what you want from me. I did not like pouring the queso right onto the cheese grater. But we work with what we got. Okay. Ooh, yeah, that seems way better. Yes. Okay. Oh, running down my thumb. All right, let's see here. We'll let it cool. It tastes great, though. Tastes great. It's amazing how much more flavor it gets when it's, like, creamier. And when I say more flavor, I mean, like, felt like when it was thicker, it didn't have as much bite to it. And this feels like it's got bite. Okay. That's good. Okay. I'll call it a success. If we don't have time for this, it's a success. Set this bad boy off to the side. Actually, I'm going to have to go clean this pan, I think. Which means we're turning these things off. Okay, hopefully that queso didn't take too long, because now we're on to ground beef. Maybe I'll just do that for the TikTok video or something I'm gonna make. I don't know. I don't know how much ground beef to use because I'm just doing one thing in nachos, but we'll do like half of this, I'm thinking. I don't really want to touch it, so I got like my icky knife, which is just, your standard butter knife, and then I'll try and repackage half of it or put it in something. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I just don't want to touch it. There we go. Sweet. Yeah, that should be more than enough. Probably way too much, but got a jalapeno for seasoning, got a habanero for heat, salt and pepper, the basics. Okay, should probably stop using this knife to do this. Don't want to ruin the cool coating on this thing. The cool coating on this cheap pan. I don't know. Didn't Veritasium just come out with a video saying I'm going to kill myself if I use this? It's in my blood. It's in my brain. So yeah, if you guys watch that video, I have no idea what poison's in my body right now. Oh no. Anyways. Alright. Seasonings. Okay, and like I said, we don't have time. So. Next. Well, hold on. I want to move this a little more tactically this way. We only need to do half of it, though, so. That one was quite the challenge. Whew. Okay, well, we'll get some of these ingredients in here before this overheats. And then we still got to do the garlic, but shoot, it feels like we don't have time. All right. Let's see. Ooh, the color. This might be way too many ingredients, especially since we're still going to be adding them. Maybe not, though. I don't know. We'll decide something. Should be okay. Just going to have a lot of everything in it. Okay. I kind of want the larger onion in here, hopefully. I use the smaller ones for my direct topping on the nachos. Okay. Yay, I love it. It all looks cooked though, right? Okay. Last but not least, let's move these a little more into frame. I really shouldn't be eating this stuff with how some of it's still pink, but if I die, you know why. Actually, who knows? Maybe I'll step on a nail or something. Or I've been walking around the house with bare feet and there's been metal dust, so maybe it's tetanus. Who knows? So much onion. Woo! Avocado. Was I supposed to be talking this whole time? I don't even know. Oh, tomato. Alright, let's try it. Let's see how spicy this is since we've got all the fixings. Oh, super spicy. Wow, that pepper really adds some heat. Oh, I can sense it with my fingers. Wow. Nice little habanero, so I'm a little baby. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I might just start crying. Nah, I think I'm good. We'll cut to me crying if it happens. Corn. Wow. I made it. Now let me pretend I'm a chef for a second. Now you let the knife do the work, and you can tell you got it right because the knife doesn't do that thing that they say. You let the knife do the work. I don't know. That's all I really got. Let the knife do the work. Now, technically, you can tell you start hitting against that edge, and I don't like it. I rather have the beauty part of the corn, and then I just do this afterwards. This corn costs like $1. I'm not going to waste it. 2 ingredients left. We got cilantro, which I guess some of you say tastes like soap. I mean, have you had soap? Does it actually taste just like soap? Like, if you were eating soap, could you not tell it wasn't cilantro? I mean, that sucks. This is kind of like mint for me, I would say. You wouldn't want to just eat mint, but, it adds a little, fresh. I know this probably isn't how you do it, but I want the best. The best only for me. And you guys. You guys. Yeah, it's about you guys, not me. It's not about me. It's about you guys. Yeah, it's all for you. I put this stupid amount of work in for you guys, not because I'm paranoid. And it's got to be perfect. 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 Ah. So far away from it. I have no idea what the time's at. I must have skipped most of this because I do not want this to be super long. Oh, gosh. Ugh. Well, this probably isn't going to be going on Instagram. These photos look so bad. Or would look so bad. Alright, I think we're mostly good there. Last but not least, green onion. And then we'll have to get the chips. Well, chips are right over there, but we'll have to get out the cutting something. Okay. The pan to put them in. There we go. I probably shouldn't cut them that way. You're right. Anybody who said that, you are right. Always go from the little tiny end first. Oh, what's our time? I said 5:40. It's been an hour. It's 6:40 now. Jeez. I'm gonna have my friend calling me on his lunch break at like 7. Okay. All right, the moment of truth. You guys are gonna have to be here for this part. Wait, we resetting the camera. Hold on. We're gonna pretend none of this happened. Okay, and now we're at the final part. So everything is being assembled. Queso goes on last, so I'm not worried about bringing it into frame right now. Yeah, we'll load them up. We'll see what happens. They probably won't all get eaten or all get fat. One of the two things is going to be true. Oh, that might be too much. Super loaded nachos! Oh, wait. Cheese first. Cheese first. Okay, now I'm going to be really honest with you guys. I was super busy when my brother was explaining how long the pork shoulder needed to rest in the oven for. It's at 175, so we're just going to put these in at 175 until cheese melted. We're also going to put some onion and jalapeno on it. I mean, yeah, we could do it fresh. I mean, let me see if I can organize these just a little better. Whatever. It doesn't matter. We'll see how it goes. What a mess. When's he getting on? I got 12 minutes. Hopefully we can do a taste test before the 12 minutes is up. We'll see. We'll see. Finish this. Okay, ground beef, obviously. And then I'm cooking this before I put anything else in. Also, still got to make the olives. So we are going to let this cheese melt. What do you think? Should I put a little extra cheese on top? I mean, technically that's what the queso's going to be for, but all right, all right. We'll please the fans. Anything to please the fans. Well, not anything. What do I look like? I got multiple souls to sell? Do I look like a cat to you? I can't be giving away souls. I don't got 8 freebies. Okay. I guess it's lives. Is a life a soul? Can I have 1 soul or 9 souls with each one of them lives? You know? Questions that keep me up all night. Other than my cat. Alright, we'll throw this baby in 175. Like I said, it's because awkward stuff is happening and I wasn't paying attention to what he said. Wow, do we got a lot of failures to go over. So, I might as well go over it one more time. My brother was doing essentially pork, and the pork needed to rest for 175. So these babies were setting in 175 temp for, I do believe it was 25 minutes or so. Yeah, some of this cheese just essentially turned mummified, so not gooey, just dry. A little sad. Hopefully the queso will be able to fix it. The ground beef looks like it got totally overheated, but whatever. We work with what we got. So, and that's part of cooking, is overcoming all the failures. So let's see here. I think we'll put just a little more onion on just to give it the nice fresh oniony bite, even though we had way, way, way too much on before, but we'll find out. I don't hate onions, but it's not like we're the best friends in the world and I'm taking them out drinking every night or anything. Okay. Let's see. Tomatoes. So let's see. Onion, tomatoes. Let's be doing a price counter here. So ground beef. Let's see here. Ground beef was normally $16, but it was 50% off, which makes it $8. And then I got 50% off of that. So $4 for the total amount of ground beef we used. The corn was $1 for the whole thing, and we ended up using half of it. So that's 50 cents for the corn. All right. Nice. I do love corn, so I wish I could have used the whole cob, but we'll save the other one for another batch. And this time I'll try and make them better. So we might be doing nachos again real soon. Especially to save me from how awful I feel of how bad this went. But it's okay. We'll do the final taste test and see how it actually came out. Awesome. And I got my friend coming over, so hopefully he'll be able to have some of this. Got some cilantro. If you guys don't mind soap, we've got this for you. Okay, and then green onion. Man, this is going to cool all my nachos down. Okay. I know, maybe I should put them back in the oven just to heat it back up, but I'm not doing that. We'll take it as is. Hopefully they got warm enough. I wish I had more olives. I love olives, but we'll go light on the olives only for today, though. Actually, I'm lying. My friend, one of my best friends, hates olives, so we don't do olives too often, so I should have gone all out. Olive out. Okay. Just a little bit of fresh jalapeno just to give it that wah. And then avocado, because I'm awesome. Okay, wait, hold on. We totally forgot the counter after the corn. So, corn, and then what did we put on after that? I think that was going to be the green onion or cilantro. Both green onion and cilantro are best friend, freebies. So we'll put that on as the freebies. And then I do believe the avocado was like $1.50, $2.50. I remember it being more expensive than I wanted, but maybe it was only $1. But I think the avocado was smaller than I'm used to, so maybe that's what like kind of threw me off guard, is because I'm like, what? This much for tiny avocado? What? Huh? And then I looked at how much the other avocados were, and they were even more, and I'm like, fine, little avocado, okay. I guess I don't hate it. And the seed's way smaller, so I'll give it to you. I thought it was going to be like a huge avocado pit, and it was just like, essentially the diameter or the circumference around the pit was going to be super tiny. I was going to feel so cheated, but that's not the case. We're all good there. Okay. Whoops. And then what else? Yeah, I think we're pretty much good there. Jalapenos, like all of them. Like, so the habanero and the jalapeno only came out to like $1. Like, they're so awesomely cheap. Sour cream, that's technically parents, but yeah, I know it was like $3, I believe. And then the queso was the $5. We're just going to get the skin off. I could fix it if I wanted to, but we're not going for that. So hopefully this fixes all of that lame cheese that's on here, but I am not sure about that. But we'll definitely try and run it down the sides just to try and make up for it. Let's see. Hopefully it'll bring some life back to it, but I'm not that hopeful. I'm a realistic man. Well, except when I'm not, which is a fair amount of the time. Okay. I think that's good, right? I mean, man, there's so many layers to these nachos. I can probably do the rest of this without even worrying. I'm sad how much it dried out. We will have to attempt this again. Normally these nachos come out way better. So, all right, we'll leave a little bit of queso for some reason. I don't know. Maybe it'll rework its way in there. Okay, and then just a little bit of sour cream for now, just while we're doing our testing. Well, I love sour cream. We're going to have to bust open the other one after this, but you won't be here for it. We're just doing the testing phase. All right. Nice. And then I actually don't use salsa. I should make my own salsa, but we are out of time. Remember I said I started at 5:40? 7:40. 2-hour nachos. And then hopefully my price counter is all accurate and adjusted there. Maybe it's there, maybe it's not. It should still be there, but maybe it's like I try to like dim it after a while. All right, let's see. The corner's really good. I think we'll have to work our way to the center though. So give me a second. Yeah, the queso has the bite. Because I made it with sharp instead of, medium or whatever. I'd actually like to get the really aged in there at some point after seeing how good this was. All right. Here we go. This should be the real bite. Flavorful, fresh. I mean, you know what all these ingredients taste like. Imagine them all together, but tasting way better. Well, they cost this much, which is awesome. I mean, and we can probably do another. Well, no, because I gave you the core cost of these ones, so a little expensive. Oh, and chips, $3. Oh. Yeah. These are awesome. They're so good. I was feeling like such a failure because everything was going wrong, but this still came out really good. I can't wait to show you guys these after I know everything I'm doing. Oh. I'm glad this is a success. Ah. Well, I wouldn't eat it on the first date or make it on a first date unless you want to look like a fool, which I always look like a fool, so I wouldn't mind. Awesome. It's really good. I'd recommend you try it, but I doubt you have sodium citrate, and if you do, what a pro. All right. Well, I need to clean all this up real quick. I also really want to get to eating them. Dang it. I just saw this little thing fling over there. All right. Success. Beautiful. I can't believe that. Maybe nachos just come out good. That's the secret. There is no secret to good nachos. They're just good. That's not true. Do you know how often I go to restaurants and pay like literally like back in the day $12 to $16? Now they're like $16 to $24. It's ridiculous, and they aren't even close to that good. Of course, I'm just a professional, I guess. I mean, even when I fail, they come out good. Oh man, we'll try it again though. We'll try it again, and I promise I'll do a better job. I'm kind of like splitting between things right now because I've got my garlic balls coming out, so I have to do that immediately after this. I don't know which one's going to be released first, but that's what I'm doing. Yeah, thanks for coming. It was fun. Hopefully, I edited it down so you don't have to deal with too much, but. You got to see some of the process. Like, it wore me out. I was so, because my friend called me on lunch while I was having those, unfortunately, drying out. But yeah, no, awesome. Hey, they're great. I'm so happy everything worked out. We'll let you get to it. I'm going to get back to it and do more videos. All right. Have a good day, evening, morning. I mean, you know the drill. Wait, that's not offensive, is it? What's the English? Okay, yeah, we should be good. See ya.